Imagine walking out of your front door, closing your eyes, and sprinting for 8 days straight without stopping to eat, sleep, or drink. Now, imagine doing that while crossing the widest ocean on Earth and landing on the exact same beach you visited last year. It sounds impossible, but for the bar-tailed Godwit, this isn't a miracle, it's just a Tuesday. Every year, billions of birds commute across the planet. They cross featureless oceans and deserts where everything looks the same. Yet, they don't get lost. For centuries, humans thought birds simply followed the coastline or taught the route to their children. But the truth is much stranger. It turns out, birds aren't just looking at the ground. They are reading the stars, smelling the wind, and, believe it or not, using quantum physics. Welcome to Simple Things Surprising Histories. Today, we're decoding the bird's magical GPS. To understand how birds navigate, we have to look at their toolkit. It's actually a lot like the one human sailors used for thousands of years, just built in. First, they have a sun compass. In the 1950s, scientists discovered that starlings could determine direction by checking the sun's position. But here's the clever part. Because the sun moves across the sky during the day, these birds have an internal biological clock that compensates for the time. They know that west at 8 a.m. looks different than west at 4 p.m. But what about flying at night? Indigo buntings, small blue songbirds, solve this by looking up. Experiments in the 1960s inside planetariums proved that these birds actually memorize the rotation of the night sky. They don't just look for a single north star. They look for the patterns of constellations around the center of rotation. And when they get close to home, they use landmarks. Pigeons have been known to follow highways and turn at specific river junctions. But sun, stars, and roads don't explain how a bird can navigate the middle of the Pacific Ocean on a cloudy night. For that, they need something invisible. This is where history meets sci-fi. For a long time, we suspected birds use the Earth's magnetic field, but no one knew how. We have magnetic material in our phones. Birds don't have metal in their beaks. The answer lies in a strange protein in the bird's eye called Cryptochrome 4. When blue light hits this protein, it triggers a chemical reaction deep inside the bird's retina. This reaction creates a pair of molecules that are quantum entangled, a state where two particles are linked in a spooky, invisible way. This chemical reaction is incredibly sensitive to magnetic fields. So what does this mean? It means birds likely don't just feel magnetic north, they can actually see it. Scientists believe this overlays a visual pattern on top of their normal vision, like an augmented reality headset or a pilot's heads-up display. As they fly, they might see a brighter or darker shading that tells them exactly where the magnetic lines are, allowing them to stay on course even when they are blind to the world below. So they have a compass in their eyes and a clock in their brain. But a compass only tells you direction. It doesn't tell you where you are. For that, you need a map. This brings us to the final surprising tool, the olfactory map. Seabirds, like the albatross, have an incredible sense of smell. But they aren't sniffing for food. They are sniffing for land signatures. They can detect distinct chemical combinations blowing off the land from hundreds of miles away. Young birds build this map over time. They learn that a specific smell carried by a westerly wind means they are south of home. It's a sensory grid that humans can barely comprehend. There is no single magical GPS. Instead, birds are the ultimate multi-tool. They are astronomers, quantum physicists, and chemical engineers, all wrapped in feathers. So the next time you see a flock of geese flying overhead, remember, they aren't just winging it. They are engaged in one of the most complex calculations in the natural world. If you enjoyed this flight through history and science, please like and subscribe for more surprising stories. See you in the next one.